you all ever been involved with somebody who is manic depressive or bipolar? I once had a very good girlfriend that I actually met on the beach in Ocean City, and we were like the only two girls in the middle, I think, of early April, and the flies were landing on her, and I'm the one that always is prepared for anything, and I happened to have a fly swat on me, and I shared it with her, and she was crying her eyes out. She had just divorced her husband. I think she said she didn't love him anymore, and he was very opposite of her personality, and my heart just went out with her to her because I had just left my husband. We developed a wonderful friendship. She was there for me in so many instances. Nobody in my family at that time, because when you're going through a divorce, your friends kind of stay away, but she understood what I was going through, and she helped me move out of two different houses under very severe circumstances. I noticed something was wrong with her when she damaged one of my lamps, and she was very upset that it happened, more upset than a normal person. And that's my first indication that something was wrong with her. And then she helped me move out of the house that I lived at in Stafford for 25 years. She endured 3 carloads of cops there. I had a judge's order to remove my belongings, and my ex wouldn't even let me in the house. And I even called the cops beforehand to tell them I knew what was going to happen. They go, "No, we can't come out there until something is happening." I said, "Oh, is that how it works?" Of course, he wouldn't even let me in. So he kept screaming at me, and I have it all in video. I know judges, and I know that I'll get my friend that's a judge to override this other judge's order. Now, keep in mind, I had gone to court to get this, right? And you don't defy one judge's order just because you know another judge. I mean, he just was not letting me in. And she stood there with such tenacity and dealt with this abuse that I was getting, because I had warned her. She helped load the biggest U-Haul that I could even rent at the time. But then when I moved into my first house by myself, one thing that really jarred me was I had 3 full bathrooms, and we were trying to get ready for a date. We were going to go to the riverboat in Colonial Beach, and I asked her if she could go use another mirror. She wanted to be right next to me, and she started screaming and venting, and then she goes, "I'm going to call your brother." And I go, "Why the hell are you calling my brother just because I tell you to use another mirror?" That's when I realized that she was not right. Also, she was in such bad shape that she lived with her parents, and here she's like in her late 40s maybe. So then when we went on this date, she was like my companion on this date. She was telling him awful things about me. She apologized 10 years later and said, "Yes, I did that." And I go, "Why in the world would you tell him things like that?" She says, "Because I didn't want to lose you as a friend." People who are manic depressive, they cause trouble. They really do. And it devastated me that she would go so far as to do this to me. And I had met this one guy in Manassas, and he came to my broccoli farm, and she was there, and we were out in a rowboat in the middle of December, and it capsized. Now, it wasn't that cold. We had the best time. We had very good times together, but this guy kicked my dog 50 feet in the air, and I told him to leave. And I told her, I said, "He's very dangerous." You do not want to date anybody that would do that to a dog. All right, fast forward 5 years. I saw her at my hometown where I live now, and she was on his lap rubbing all over him. And I had found out that she had been dating him for 5 years. All right, fast forward another 3 years. I found out that he had her arrested because she threw one of those fits, and they put her in jail. I can only imagine what that poor man had to deal with her. I don't know if they're still together, but I had to block her. She also had one of the best jobs in the whole world. She worked at the dump, sitting in this little teeny building with air conditioning, and all she had to do all day long was just sit there and point to whatever trash dumpster. They warned her that she needed to get mental health and to get that addressed. They didn't fire her right away. Well, she refused to go get help, so they fired her. Let me tell you what, if you think you're manic depressive or bipolar and people are telling you to go get mental health, then you do it and you get on the drugs that can help you. You may have to be put on 2 or 3 different drugs to find one that suits you. And oh my God, I'm looking at a homeless man with a shopping cart. Oh my God. So yeah, sometimes you have to let them go if they won't go get help. If several people are thinking that you are manic depressive, that is, I would give the man $1, but by the time I get to my wallet, I would have pissed off 12 people behind me. Yeah, let them go. Let them go. Okay, so getting ready to drop off a prescription. All right, goodbye, everyone.